Hey Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be for the week of July 12th through the 18th. And yes, I am one day late with your readings, so the next week's readings will likely overlap by a day, but I want to give you a full week ahead. So here we go. Your first cards out, we have three that have come out together, all three major arcana. So you also have your card, the Moon, in this grouping. This almost looks like star-crossed lovers, doesn't it? Because we have the Star, the Lovers, and the Moon, all in reverse. Yeah, it feels that way. It feels like we're stuck in this realm of dreamy, unknowable situation where you think, oh, this could be something wonderful. This could be something that I've dreamed of. But there's this uncertainty surrounding it. With the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck as that comes out, that tells me that you could be having a lover's spat. You could be having a disagreement or some recent argument that has you kind of taking a step back from one another or questioning things. There's definitely hope and fear. We're in between the Star reversed and Moon reversed is this relationship or situationship. So beyond like the need for healing and there being some fears coming up, we're also dealing with this kind of larger emotional or spiritual juxtaposition between hope and fear. Let's see your challenge. What obstacle is Cancer facing in order to make their way through this situation as best as possible? We have the Eight of Swords reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So there had recently been some disillusionment about feeling like someone's investing in something and it's not paying off or it's not going anywhere. That whomever is thinking or has been thinking up until this point, I've been investing so much in this and I don't know if you are investing the same way that I am. Whether that be through emotions, through time spent, through money spent. There's some sort of disagreement on this point. We saw with the bottom of the deck Five of Swords earlier. But the challenge is that we need to get to the point where the Eight of Swords is reversed. So someone is probably not seeing another way to think about things. Kind of locked in their own predisposed mindset about the Seven of Pentacles, which is like, if I nurture the situation, it's only right and fair to expect that there will be some result from what I'm investing of myself, my time, my resources, my love, my companionship, my emotions. So I feel a little 50-50 about who it is in the Eight of Swords vibe right now. Someone is coming through as, I only see things one way. I can't see it another way. But the insinuation of the Eight of Swords is that that's not a fully true mindset. There's a lot of truth that is being obscured by that person's choice to not look for any other ideas or opinions or points of view. Show me. Okay, my initial kind of instinct here is that someone feels like there's something their partner should be doing. Otherwise, obviously the relationship is on a bad track, where that other person's paradigm, that's not their truth. I think there is caring and emotion directed toward one another here. And I think the intentions of the other person, like they see whatever investment they are making in the situation, they see it as complete and positive. So we'll see how the rest of the cards come out if my instinct plays out. Show me Cancer's focus. The Ace of Pentacles. So you are definitely optimistic in this situation. Okay, well, let me kind of give a caveat to that. You're focused on refreshing the situation, the opportunities that exist here. You're focused on the positive and not the negative now. Again, my first instinct, based on the cards we have out so far, is that this is you focused on this relationship, feeling like there's a fresh start to be had within the confines of what you already have going on. Now, for some of you, it is entirely possible that you feel that way, and if, like, you're willing to let that go for this vibe if you have to. Like, this is the vibe you want. You want the Ace of Pentacles. You want something real and fresh and new and tangible and actionable. For some of you, you've gotten a new love offer and it has you questioning a relationship. For others of you, this is a non-traditional relationship, and so you're not certain about whether or not to invest in it because your mindset up until this point is screaming at you, this isn't going to pay off in the way you think it will. So it could be a type of relationship that you're completely unaccustomed to, something new. And I'm kind of tying in this Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck that gives a deeper interpretation for the Ace of Pentacles for me. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Cancer? Justice in reverse. Okay, this is a larger vibe, the way I'm picking up on this. This is like you having been burned in the past. So there's this caution when it comes to putting yourself out there in a way that someone else could be perceived as better than you or more desirable than you, because we have the Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. This feeling of justice reverse, though, really came in strong for me. Like you feel uncertain that balance can be achieved within a relationship. You may not have experienced the type of give and take, feeling like you're both on the same page, you both want the same things, you're both contributing a relatively even or equitable amount in whatever, facet of a relationship that you're focused on here. So leading into this, I feel like kind of this is just saying your whole life leading up to this point, it is informing the way that the lens through which you're viewing your current situation. And what I was saying earlier, informed by the Five of Wands, that's like putting yourself out there in a competitive way. This person or this person may not want to be in a exclusive committed relationship with one another. And I feel like that's kind of the crux of the paradigm shift or insecurity or uncertainty that we're looking at here. No matter what, you are focused on taking an optimistic stance, or you're looking for the optimism. If you're the one in the Eight of Swords vibe, you're looking for the optimism. You're really trying to gear yourself up to be positive about this. And I think that's because your instinct is telling you there's potential here. It might not seem on its face like exactly what I had in mind, but I mean, what in life ever shows up that way? Let's see your crowning position. This is how Spirit is supporting you through your environment. So they could send you people or ideas or Queen of Wands. Something very confident and alluring is the energy here. If you consider yourself a more feminine energy, the way that you interact with the world, it's with the world at the bottom of the deck, then it's likely this is representing that Spirit sees that within you and wants to give you an opportunity to really kind of turn the flame up, to be more alluring and passionate. That would mean that a person, or potentially more than one person, are going to be attracted to you and wanting to interact with you and voicing that to you. Now, because the World is at the bottom of the deck, I also want to say that this is likely coming at the end of a transition period for you, when you are putting an end to things that, cliche phrase, that no longer serve you. I mean, it's a cliche because it's true. It's the best way to put that concept, right? So you may have a relationship that's transforming or that's on its way out. If that's the case, it's opening the door for you to be seen at the kind of pinnacle of attractiveness. Now, if there is also the possibility that this is someone who's going to be coming into your life through synchronous kind of arrangements behind the scenes on Spirit's behalf, to bring this person into your awareness so that you are just kind of awestruck or starstruck by them. Like you have to meet them, or you have to be with them, or it feels just like a strong magnetic pull towards this person. Now, this is a general reading. The Lovers came out as the heart of the reading, though, so I am reading this in context of a relationship, but please know that this can be applied to any other facet of your life. The Lovers card, if not applied to a relationship, just means a commitment to something that your heart used to be in, or you really want your heart to be in it, and it's kind of not, or it's up in the air whether or not your heart is in this anymore, this commitment. So it definitely could be school or career or any situation, truly. But I'm guessing for a lot of you this is talking about a romantic relationship. Let's see your near future. How does this unfold for Cancer? The Hanged Man and the Six of Wands reversed. I think this is going to be you taking a pause by choice because you really want to analyze why someone isn't recognizing the qualities that you feel should be celebrated within you. I think you're going to have an opportunity to really demonstrate something that you feel proud of about yourself. You're going to feel like it goes off without a hitch. It goes really well. And the reversal of the Six of Wands here tells me that you're not going to... It's almost like you're going to question whether or not you succeeded truly. You're going to question your own estimation of how well you did at this thing, because someone else close to you who you're kind of pinning your hopes that they will see, that they'll be proud of you, that they'll recognize, wow, you did a cool thing, that I admire you for that. You know what? People are going to admire you. Absolutely. Possibly not the person who you're focused on, who you want their admiration. But that's going to put you in Hanged Man energy, which is like, you know what? Let me just hunker down before I take any big risks, Fool in reverse. Before I kind of fully invest in this, I take that leap of faith toward this thing. Let me just put it under the microscope. I want to be alone. I want to kind of push I want to be separate from the situation to study the situation. And again, like all energies in these general readings, this could be vice versa, meaning you're not going to recognize someone else's success and they're going to push back from you saying, I just need to think about things. I need to take a look at this. Because, vice versa. If they're expecting you to recognize something wonderful or beautiful about them. And I wouldn't say this is something that should be changed. Like, just, let's say this unfolds for you the way that I'm describing it. This is going to be an honest and genuine response from whomever doesn't recognize the success. It's likely because it's just something that they don't value the same way as the other person. So, do you know what I mean? It feels like a true expression of the self, even though it might hurt or it might feel like an indication that we're not on the same page. Maybe I don't want to be with this person. So I would say, if you're thinking, oh, well, if I see them doing something, I'll make sure to really cheer them on. I'll make sure to celebrate them. I mean, use your own discretion. Take this information and do with it what you feel is the right reaction for you. I'll just say the energy I'm getting is that this could be a good indication of something that's kind of not a good fit. At least right now. At least this week. Doesn't mean it can't shift and grow and evolve and change over time. Your surprise energy is the King of Cups. Someone coming through with certainty about how they feel, ready to stand behind the emotional awareness that they have. Strength in reverse, they have done some work on themselves and they are ready to act on that, ready to kind of step up their game and behave in a way that is more emotionally mature, centered, grounded. It's a good match for, you have a king and a queen. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. Meaning, like, it's not a Page of Cups and a Queen of Wands, which would kind of indicate a difference in maturity or experience or age or what have you. A potential indication that you wouldn't be on the same kind of meeting each other at the same level. I don't like that word, but hopefully you know what I mean by that. The king and queen are a good match in that way. Okay, moving on. Let's see hopes and fears. What is Cancer hopeful for? And what are they concerned about? What I was just telling you. Page of Cups reversed. You don't want someone who is not on your level. You don't want someone who is timid or unsure or emotionally immature and just not able to really give of themselves and their heart space. I'm looking at, because there's always the other side to the coin. What are you hopeful for then? It's possible that there's a part of you that's actually hopeful that you stay with someone who is, that whomever you are with is going to be a continuation in a pattern for you of being with people who are not emotionally available or not emotionally mature. Because it leaves space for you to be the more emotionally mature one in the relationship, or because you also have a fear of commitment that being with people like that keeps you safe from. Like, you don't have to reconcile yourself with your own fear of commitment if the other person is even more standoffish or more non-committal than you, which could have you not seeing your own self-limiting beliefs that need to be released. So it's possible. It's worth considering, because, especially if you've got the King of Cups showing up. You don't want to reject the King of Cups because you're afraid that you won't be able to handle it, or he won't love you because he'll see that you're not on his level, you don't measure up to him in some way. Okay, moving on. That's the fear side of the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, it always comes, both the hope and the fear is like linked to the same concept. And it's always both. Okay. I also want to point out that as the Page of Cups came out to tell us your hopes and fears, we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is even like a truer match for the Queen of Wands, right? So you get this like virility and strong, certain, passionate, dare I say, forceful energy. You pair that with someone who's emotionally mature, and it's fire and water. It's steamy. It's a steamy package. So, congratulations. Let's see your end result. How do these energies resolve for Cancer? Where do we end up? Super interesting. 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is either someone coming back home or the energy of going back to a place or a person or a group where you used to feel like you belonged, but there's been a period of, let's see if I can say this, ostracization, like being ostracized. There's been a period of being either rejected or space being put between you and the whatever concept that is that used to feel very welcoming, like you belonged, like it was home, something like this. Because we have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, it is an indication of getting back together with someone that you used to have these kind of innocent, no, innocent isn't the right word. Gosh. I'm kind of kicking myself mentally because I really should have this word kind of ready for you guys, because I do this a lot with the 6 of Cups. This unmarred by past hurts sort of emotional connection. It's the rose-tinted glasses, right? It's looking at something and just being completely enamored. Completely like, I don't see any red flags. I don't see any negativity. Everything looks wonderful. There's a pure beauty to that energy, but there's also this like, I could get fooled. I could be looking at this as an illusion and not seeing the truth of the situation. In the upright, it's more likely the positive. So I give that information to you to kind of flavor this moving energy, this change in your material circumstances. For some of you, it's literally just going to mean that you're moving. It feels like a positive change. Definitely positive. You could be moving out. But wherever it is, whatever change this is, the emphasis is on going back to something that feels kind of like warm and fuzzy. It feels comfortable in a good way. It feels familiar, I should say. Show me advice How can Cancer work with these energies for their highest and best good? Okay, more Wands energy. Act on the passion within you, Knight of Wands. And or, when, and again, the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. When this person comes in, okay, this could be advice on how to act or what to be receptive to, okay? So if this is how to act, when this person comes in, charge at them, like go for it. Be the one to act first, be the one to call first, be the one to message first. Express your interest and your passion. Flip side of that, vice versa energy would be, if this person shows up in your energy, in your world, with this attitude, advice would be from Spirit, receive that energy, respond to it, however it feels right to you. The advice in that instance, if someone is coming toward you saying like, I need to see you, or I'd love to see you, or I'm so excited about this thing that I saw you do that was wonderful. I think that you're very interesting and attractive and alluring. I'd love to get to know you better. That sort of like expression. They want to take action based on their attraction or interest in you. The advice would be to not shut them down. It's not saying you have to do anything specific with them. You don't have to do exactly what they're inviting you to do. The advice in that instance would just be engage with it, like respond in the way that makes sense to you, okay? So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Cancer. I hope this helped, and I will see you again next week. Bye.